I actually don't even know how fast I was going, but I was just going as fast as I possibly could and just pulling it from the depths of inside of you, and just whatever you've got left, you lay it on the field, and that's what I had left, and just tried to do my best to beat it out. As soon as I hit it, I knew I was gonna need to. So. Yeah, you just lay it all out on the field and see what happens.
Does what this group has done over the last 7 months give you confidence?
Yeah, for sure. We've had our backs against the wall before, and now we do again, and so we're going to do our best to add to the story and make some more magic. But it's definitely not easy, and nothing that we've really done up to this point has been. So I guess that is the fitting part of the story, but. We're definitely not going to give up, and we're going to go out there and we're going to fight till the very end. Anything's possible until it's over.
Brandon, why has it been such a struggle offensively? How have they managed to pitch you guys so well in this series?
Yeah, I mean, I think again, I'm totally biased here. I think we've done a good job, except for the first day. The first day, it was kind of rusty, and you could tell. But every day after that, I've been pretty happy with it. The only thing we haven't gotten is that big breakthrough, runners in scoring position hit. But even the game before this one, Francisco had 2 balls that, you play this game a month earlier, they might have shots. Same with Pete. Vientos should have been a home run. And you can say shoulda, coulda, woulda all you want. Ultimately, like, runs, are what you want. But that's the thing about playing here, and what I try and tell you guys about the difference between April and May and October, and you can't control that. You just have to go and keep doing what you're doing the whole year. And in July, maybe it's a closer game, but in October, it's not. I even hit a ball right at Muncie, that could have kept a rally going. So I haven't been that upset with it. We just haven't gotten that big breakthrough hit, and sometimes that doesn't even have to be a hard hit ball. That can just be something that finds a hole. So again, we're big on trying to control the processes here. And I've been happy with the processes, and nobody's going to like hearing that. But that's what's gotten us to this place, so we're not going to change that. But we would definitely love to be scoring more runs. But I really haven't been that upset with how the guys have been doing offensively. We've put pressure on them from, like I said, I would take the first game out of it. The rest of the time, we've put a lot of pressure on them. We just haven't gotten that big hit. And sometimes that happens, and sometimes they execute, but also sometimes you hit hard balls right at people, and it just doesn't work out.
Now that you guys
Brandon, what's the mindset? Down 3-1 and facing elimination.
Same as it's always been. It's one more game, and you try and go 1-0. And we've had our backs against the wall this whole time, so this isn't new to us. But it's very real. You lose one game, you're done. But we had it in Milwaukee where we were down to our final out, and and Pete came through, and we still try and approach it the same way. We never give up until it's over. So we're gonna keep going. And if we come back from this, then it's gonna be a heck of a story. We're gonna be adding to that whole Grimace OMG stuff. So it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna approach it the same way that we always have. We're gonna get everything we've got tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at the end of the day.
What is the number one reason you think you guys can pull this off?
I mean, we have history with it, so this isn't new. We can do it. This team is very capable. It's a very good team, but it's just gonna take. It's going to take all of us, pulling together and it all working on the same cylinder. And honestly, some good things are going to have to come our way. We're going to have some balls drop. We're going to have some good things happen. And that's how you win baseball games. So take care of the little things, and then the ball hops your way a few times, and momentum can shift very quickly in these series, and we know that. like I said, we were down to our last out in Milwaukee, and the momentum shifted very, very quickly, and all of a sudden now we're in the NLCS. So it can happen.
Do you feel like you guys are beating yourselves in these games, or is it just those guys playing better?
Yeah, I mean, they've played really well. There's nothing to take away from them. They have hit the ball well. They have fielded well. They have pitched well. They are a very good team. But we're a very good team too. And so we think that we can turn this around and come back. And we can do this. But there's nothing to be taken from them. They are a very good team, and they have done things right to this point.
What level of confidence do you guys have with the Peterson Singer combination tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. We know what Senga's able to do, and he's nasty when he's at his A game. So you're just looking for everyone to come out and do their best, and have a good game plan and go execute it. If they do that, then I like our chances. But we're very confident in them. Otherwise, we wouldn't throw them out there.
Jose, what's just the overall mindset for you guys now down 3-1?
Well, this is not over yet. We keep fighting and come back to get a win. And keep fighting. But it was a tough night for us, and just we need more forward. Turn the page and come back strong tomorrow.
What do you make just of all the walks with this pitching staff, not just for you, but for everyone this series?
Yeah, I think that's the issue. On me, I think it was especially against lefties. The 4 walks I give it on was against lefties, and I think that was a problem. A couple of big counts, and cost me a little bit run traffic, in couple runs. So. I think it was an issue. We need to do a better job on that, and like I say, just come back tomorrow and pitch a better game and get the offense back.
Q, how much does Ohtani just change the game? Whether it's the home run or now you have to pitch him a little more carefully. How much does he change what you want to do?
Well, after behind the count, I just missed my spot when he hit the homer. So the next at bat, I try to change my plan and throw more changeups and soft speed, but I can catch the corners, and it's a pretty good hitter. Everybody knows that, and the guy behind him is a good hitter also. So we need to fight against every hitter in the lineup, but we know we are really good doing that. So just turn a page, come back and come back with the way we want to be, and be aggressive in the zone. So that's the way we are here, and we need to do a better job of that.
Jose, how much of a challenge was it to be playing from behind right from the get-go tonight?
It's tough, I always get the first inning, scoreless inning, and start from that. As soon as that happened, I just keep moving and get my outs and keep rolling. But it's a little frustrating for me because I want to get longer in the game. Save more bullpen. But when you spend too many pitches like that, that's when it happens. So it's tough to start again and the first inning losing the game. So I try to come back and watch my night.
How much is it just them not really chasing out of the zone at all? Like how big of an issue do you think that was?
Yeah, it was tough. After I think I've been to strikes most consistently, but after that was hard for me to put away hitters quickly before 3-2 count. And yeah, I know they chase. Just a little bit, so we know that. But I'm missing couple spots. Bushman and Ross position to get out quickly. So, and I keep fighting, but I want to make that adjustment and hopefully get another chance in this series.